Ooh-wee, we have come to the big one. Are there any special points on your parabola? Well, let's take a look. What kind of special points do you think that there could be? Go ahead and take a gander, take a guess, take a look, and type it into the response below. Do you guys want to know what I find special? Yes? No? Maybe? Probably not. You just want me to get on with the assignment? Well, anyways, what I find special are x and y intercepts. Now, to give you a brief refresher from what you probably learned last year, your x-intercept is where your line, equation, function, whatever you have, crosses the x-axis. Now, with that being said, I bet you can probably think where I'm going when I tell you what a y-intercept is, right? The y-intercept is going to be where your function, graph, line, quadratic, whatever you want to call it, crosses the y-axis. And why, do you ask? Because it is where the line of the function, it's where the part of the function that we're graphing, intercepts that axis. If we take a look at the parabola that I have right here, go ahead and pull it up. It looks like I have a y-intercept right here at 4. You can take a look, and when you click on that point in Desmos, we see that my y-intercept is 0, 4, because on the x-axis, I have not moved at all. But on the y-axis, I went up 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Similarly, we got to take a look and see if we have any x-intercepts. So if I look here, it looks like I've got an x-intercept at -1, 0, because I'm to the left of the x-axis 1 point, but I did not go up or down at all. That crosses the point on the x-axis when x is -1. But is that the only x-intercept I have? Make sure you pay attention to that on your graph and list any and all x-intercepts or y-intercepts that you might come to find. Are there any intercepts that you expected for your parabola but you didn't see? Why don't you go ahead and let me know in the responses. Now here's the big tough question. Did your parabola have a minimum or a maximum? When you take a look at the graph that you've got in front of you on Desmos with your team, why don't you discuss whether or not there is a maximum value or a highest value that that parabola has? Similarly, find out if it's got a minimum or a lowest value that it could possibly have. If I take a look at mine, we go up, and then we go back down. I know that I know whether mine's got a minimum or a maximum, but you should figure out what you have for yours on your own.